everybody's wrong. Rewrote the song. Thoughts become action. Tell me what's happening. What's your mind wrapped in? Wrapped around. Wrapped around. Wrapped around.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? Nassif here from Click, and today I'm just going to be doing a little bit of an overview here on the 4 phones, or more like a recap video. So I've done videos on all 4 of the phones here, and if you haven't seen them, I'll leave the links down in the description down below. You can check them out there if you want to. Basically, all I'm going to do here is I'm not going to talk too much about specs. I'm just going to talk more about how the phones actually work in real life, and how much each phone gets used. Obviously, I only have one SIM card, so only one phone can get used at a time. And I'll talk a little bit about how each phone is used and what the primary use is for each phone, and I'll get into some of the cases that I use for them. So first up, we'll start here on the left side. We've got the iPhone 5 here. It's the slate gray edition, or whatever, the black color, if you want to keep it simple. Let's turn the brightness down, get the brightness down on here. So I mean, basically it's running iOS 9.3.1, and it's kind of like my go-to phone because you know with Android how sometimes how unstable it can be and it requires work, especially if you're doing customization and stuff on it. It does require maintenance to keep the phones running properly. So when these ones are out of commission, I got the iPhone in use, and right now I'm just using it solely because I would need to FaceTime a couple friends of mine, and I need to keep in touch with them through FaceTime and iMessage. So I'm using this right now, and yeah, I mean, it runs great. Like I said in the iPhone video, the cameras are great, speakers great, the phone is great overall. I just wish, my only gripe with it is that it had a slightly bigger screen. So like we're talking maybe 4.2 inch, 4.3 inch screen, but it is what it is. It's a 4-inch screen, and I mean, nothing really I can do about it. I have the D brand wrap on here. This is the dark wood one, so it protects the back. Not that it really needs it, because I mean the aluminum here is such high quality. It doesn't really scratch. Cases wise, I have the Mophie Juice Pack Air. Basically, it's just, I guess I'll pop it in here and I'm not going to pop it in because this thing is a pain in the ass to get out with the wrap on. Basically, it just slides in here, and the bottom closes up here, and you have a portable juice bag. It gives you about one and a quarter charge, I would say. So yeah, that's pretty much the juice pack there. I'll put that aside, get it out of the way. Next up here, obviously you gotta run with the Ferrari case. I drive one of these things, so yeah, I gotta run with the Ferrari case and represent. I'm just kidding. I don't drive a Ferrari. I don't even have a goddamn car. I drive this thing in Canada. We call it TTC. So if y'all know what, if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what's good. So yeah, here's the Ferrari case. It's a real leather case, so they say. It's a nice case. I mean, I think I paid like $40 for it out in Ferrari World when I was out there, and it's a little bit of a snug fit here just because of the wrap. Again, the wrap tends to do that with cases, but it's not like it's like falling off the phone or anything. It's very snug, and it's a nice case, kind of like my daily case. I use this when I go to work, when I'm out or whatever. I use this thing and rock it. So get this thing off here. Alright, put it aside. Next up here we have the Senna pouch. Alright, so I've got the it's color match here with my Ferrari case. It's got the red with the white racing stripe, as I like to call it, down the side there, and it again is a real leather case, so they say. I believe it's a fake leather case though. So I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I only paid like $30 for it. High quality case, stitching's nice, leather's nice, the strap's nice. They got it engraved here, got a little bit of custom thing here, so it has that. It fits in here nice and snug with the wrap and everything. And yeah, it doesn't fall out at all. It only comes out basically if I need to take it out. I just pull this little strap thing here, and out the iPhone comes. So those are the cases I run with the iPhone. I did have an OtterBox, but I ended up giving it away to one of my friends because I just never got around to using it. It was too bulky of a case for me. Where I could use an OtterBox is with this thing, this piece of paper here, which is extremely thin. This here is the Blu Vivo Air LTE. Let's kick the brightness down here a little bit. Alright, so this phone kind of gets used as my, so basically the way I try and run my phone cycle now is, the iPhone is when these ones are out of commission, and the Androids get run once a week. So I switch my phones once a week, and that's what I try to keep it at. This one gets used, I would say, I mean, I never stick to that once a week schedule, so maybe about 4 or 5 days before I get bored of it. And it's not even that the phone is, it's not even the software or anything. It's just because the phone is so damn dainty and light. It's hard to use on a daily basis. It's very slippery. I have it here on this this little microfiber cloth thing because if I leave it on the table here by itself, sometimes it tends to just slide itself down the table. That's how slippery it is, and it's not like my table's on a slope or anything. But yeah, it is what it is. That's what you get for having glass back. And like I said, bloody fingerprint magnet. So I kind of gave up on trying to keep this thing clean. I don't even care anymore. This thing's got fingerprints all over it. But yeah, I mean, cameras are great. The screen is pretty great. I mean, I would rate this over the iPhone 5 screen. It is a 720p AMOLED panel, but I think it's just because it's the AMOLED. The colors pop a little bit more. The blacks are a little bit darker. They're more inky. And yeah, I mean, this is a great phone. I think, again, like I said in the review video, if you need a budget kind of high quality phone, then this is the one to go for. If you don't mind if you don't mind that thinness, then you're good to go. Cases wise, I only use the geez, what it's called. I think it's the Tough Armor case or the Flex case or something for this one. I had a video on that as well. Again, I'll link that in the description. I just wanted to say thanks for all that support on that video. You guys, I think we hit like almost 200 views or something like that. Maybe we surpassed it now. So yeah, I mean, the support's been great on that video. If you want to check it out, I'll have that link in the description. Next up here on the lineup, I've got the HTC One M8. Now, Jesus, kick the brightness down on this as well. Don't want to blind you guys. Alright, so basically this phone is my modding, my root phone. I have custom software on it right now, and yeah, right now I have it modded. I think it's running some build of Cyanogen, I'm not sure. No, so it's running vanilla Unicorn OS, and it's a Marshmallow build. So this basically is just it's my mess around phone. I load all kinds of ROMs on it. I do all kinds of modding, theming and stuff. Right now it's running a Samsung theme. And the thing I like about this phone is that if I ever want to switch it, I can just switch the theme up right through the theme manager here in Cyanogen, and it's good to go. I mean, in terms of cameras and stuff, again, the 4 megapixel camera, a little bit lacking, but it is what it is. And speakers obviously are the best part of the phone. They're fantastic. The 1080p LCD display on the front is also pretty great. It's not as vibrant as the AMOLED panels on some of my phones, but you know, again, it is what it is. It's a great panel, and it does me good for what I use the phone for. And I gotta say, this HTC, I've never had any issues with it. My only thing is that sometimes when I flash a ROM, I just get lazy and never set it up, and then it kind of just goes out of commission because I'm not bothered. I'm too lazy to set the phone up, or I just had a long day and not bothered to spend the time that it takes to set the phone up. Anyway, moving on now, we'll take a look at this beast. I don't even know if I can get the whole phone in the frame here. Anyways, this is the Blu Pure XL. Now, you guys haven't seen this one for a while. That's because this is my main recording phone. It uses that 24 megapixel sensor up there and records 4K video. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, this phone's great. My only gripe with this thing is how big this bloody phone is. Now, I was complaining with the iPhone how small it was, and Blu took it to the extreme, the other end of the extreme here, and made this thing 6 inches big. And with the borders and stuff, it ends up actually being a 7-inch phone, maybe a little bit more. But I mean, other than that, this phone is oh man, it's tough to say this, but I think I would say this is my favorite phone. Mainly just because of that 2K display. And it just looks fantastic when I'm, using the phone. Just in general use, the menus and stuff look great. Colors pop a lot. The wallpapers look awesome on this phone, and the pictures and stuff and the video that this thing takes are awesome. Again, you got a 24 megapixel camera on the back. If I really wanted to, I could shoot my videos with the front camera. It has an 8 megapixel sensor there. What else here? I just wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, okay. So I wanted to talk about how the phones have held up. So I did the iPhone. The Blu Vivo Air LTE. Now, I don't know what the hell this little smidge is here on the screen. So the funny thing is when I wipe the screen down or whatever with my microfiber cloth, this little smidge here disappears. It doesn't exist. But the second I touch it, all of a sudden it's back. So I don't know if that's maybe a blemish in the oleophobic coating, or I don't know, I'm not sure. Other than that, phone's held up great. There's no hairline scratches, there's no scuffs or anything along the aluminum here. Everything's mint condition other than the fingerprints and that little smudge there. I say this thing's been awesome on how well it's held up. Put that aside now. Next up, we got the HTC One M8. In terms of how it's held up, fantastic. It looks brand new. That's all I gotta say about it. There's maybe one, I don't even remember where it is. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I do believe there's one small hair. Almost knocked the camera over there. Get that into focus. There's one small tiny nick here, and that's because it's ended up slipping out of my pocket while I was driving, and it fell down the side of the chair. But yeah, I mean, the phone has held up fantastic. There's no issues anywhere in terms of how the phone's held up and build and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, the phone is great. So we'll file that to the side now. Next up, the Pure XL. Now this thing I usually tend to rock with that TPU case that I have, that the phone came with. And yeah, I mean, it's held up well. There's one, I believe there's one small hairline nick somewhere along the chamfered edge here. I'm not going to be able to find it behind the camera here, but it does exist. In terms of the screen, held up great. There's absolutely no scratches anywhere. And same thing on the back here. There's just a few fingerprints, there's a few smudges and stuff, but again, you can just wipe that away. I do have wraps coming for the Pure XL and the Vivo Air LTE. I got the, believe I got the dark carbon fiber, the black carbon fiber wraps for these two. So when those come in, maybe I'll do a little bit of a video. It's from a different company. I believe it's called Skinomi. If you guys want to see that video, just leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below, and I'll get that video out. But yeah, I mean, this is the lineup of smartphones I got right now. I do have another one coming. It's the Blu Vivo 5. So when that comes, again, we'll have the unboxing, the initial impressions, review, and whatnot. And we'll do the same similar video of how it holds up over the course of its use. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you're seeing, drop a like on the video. Drop a sub to the channel. It definitely helps us out. If you think your family or friends would like what you're watching, then share it with them. It definitely helps us out when you guys get us out there. In terms of comments and stuff, if you guys have any kind of question, any concerns, feedback and stuff, leave it down in the comment section down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. You can also send us a message and stuff on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatnot. We're all on there. I'll leave our kind of usernames and stuff down in the description as well. And again, thanks for watching. This has been Nasif from Click, and I'm out. Peace.